Well, hello everyone. I'm Dr. Nancy Stanley, physical therapist, life coach, and health coach. And I'm here tonight to talk about 7 things you can do in your life to make your life better. And at 66 years old, I've tried all these and they work. I just want to tell you. All right. And then I want to show you a recipe. It's probably one of the easiest, quickest recipes I've ever made. And Sarah Lynn, my friend, which y'all may have seen the interview with her today, I posted it in my Dr. Nancy Stanley channel, but I think I've shared it over, but I will share it over. But it was just a fun interview. I also interviewed Tammy today, and both of them have just been such an encouragement to me, the way they have just embraced this whole thing of getting healthy. And Sarah Lynn has lost 65.1 pounds in a year, and Tammy has lost, I think, 45 and then maybe 50, but come off a lot of the medicine. So a lot of great things to celebrate there. But I want to go ahead and get started with the recipe. So what you're going to see over here in my Cuisinart is pecans and coconut flakes. And I've gone ahead and pulsed it so you didn't have to hear all that. So, well, and I think it actually got unplugged. So I've already done that, but you pulse it until it's kind of like oatmeal. Now the recipe calls for almond slivers, slivered almonds or sliced almonds. I didn't have those, so I used pecans just because we really like pecans. All right, so now in this bowl here, I have melted or heated organic peanut butter. And here we go. I got this at Sprouts. It's organic crunchy. You could use not crunchy. I just like crunchy. And you could also use cookie butter. But you need to be sure that, check your carbs, because the nut butters may have a little less net carbs than cookie butter does, okay? All right, so what I have here is a 1/3 cup of collagen. Now, tonight I'm going to give away a collagen to a person that I drew their name that has shared my, let me get this fork out of here and get my whisk going here. A person who had shared my video from last night, all right? And you should have gotten an email. If you didn't get an email, then you need to let me know, because maybe you're not on my email list. And this is a 1/4 cup of, well, the recipe I think is 1/2 cup, but I half the recipe of Swerve sweetener. So here's what that looks like. It's confectioner's sweetener. That's what I like to use. And then I'm going to whisk this around a little bit, and I maybe should have sifted that and got some of the lumps out, but they'll come out in a minute. All right, and then I'm going to put in a little bit of vanilla, and I'm going to email you this recipe tomorrow, so you'll have the ingredients, all right? In fact, I've already got it typed up, ready to go, and it is so good. So what that was, and what I'm adding here now is maple extract. Now that's not in the recipe, but I have fallen in love with this maple extract, and when you smell it, it smells like maple syrup. And so I've been adding it to my pumpkin dishes and to this cookie dish, just anything that I want to taste kind of buttery. So there's also 2 tablespoons of butter in here, but Sarah Lynn and I both agreed that can't be right, because you can't drop these cookies if you use 2 tablespoons. So I called her this afternoon. I said, what's wrong with this recipe? She said, oh my gosh, I forgot to tell you. So what I'm doing now is I'm dumping the pecans. Let me get them all out. I don't like to waste any of my ingredients anymore, which I never have wanted to. But now, like at the bottom of the ketchup and the mayonnaise, that's 25 cents or 50 cents. If you just don't use all of it, or your toothpaste, because the stuff is so expensive. Even a little can of tomato paste today, usually you would leave like a teaspoon in there because it all sticks to the side. I'm like, no, I'm going to take some of the broth out of this soup I'm making and put it in there to get rid of that. Anybody relate to that? Yeah, that you have to use all of what you have. So I'm gonna mix this up, and what's going to happen is just going to it's just going to mix up. I hope it's going to turn out like the other one did. Well, the first batch I made didn't turn out, and I called Sarah and I'm like, what is wrong? The stuff is too dry. It will not, she's talking about dropping it onto your cookie sheet onto this parchment paper. I'm like, that's not happening with mine. But I think that, so we decided to add more butter. And I'm telling you, it's looking like I'm going to have to even add more butter to this because it is really thick. And it may be that I didn't heat it up enough. But let me just see. I might be able to drop it. Okay, let's see. Yes, that's definitely better than my first batch. Because my first batch just fell all apart. I mean, literally, it just fell all out of my hands. But all you do is you just scoop this up and you just press it and make your cookies. And then you're going to put it in the refrigerator. So this is what they turn out looking like. And I'm just going to tell you, they're delicious. Now, they do have some carbs. I have to look at the recipe to see how many. But, you know, you're only going to eat one or maybe two of these. And you're certainly not going to have them every night. So let me just show you. I made half the recipe, and look how many cookies it made. That's more than enough for us to have in our household for a couple of days. And you could even put them in the freezer. So if you're going to make these, make them when you're having a shower or but don't make the whole recipe unless you're going to put some of them into the freezer. So I'll go ahead and finish these a little bit later because I've got something else that I won't say it's more important, but that's very important that I want to talk to you about. But first I want to announce the winner of the collagen is Celine Ogilvy. She had joined my challenge several months ago when Celine joined me. If you've seen her interview, she was having serious stomach issues. She couldn't eat. There were not very many things that she could eat. And especially not salad. She said, Miss Nancy, I had not eaten salad in so long, but she now is eating salad, and she'll just tell you that it was a life change. She didn't really need to lose that much weight, although I think she maybe lost 15 or 20 pounds, but she said, I literally was eating chicken and sweet potatoes every day, and I'm like, well, how sad is that? To just not to be able to eat. I'm going to finish these later because I think I'm going to add a little bit more butter to them. So let me stick them over here. And then what you do, after you get them on that cookie sheet, you just put them in the refrigerator. And then here they are. And they firm up, you know, because the butter's going to firm up. And they are really tasty. Kind of like an oatmeal cookie. Because that pecan and coconut together, but they're just really good and tasty. Okay, so you're not getting my recipe in your email. Okay, well, Tanya, you need to text me your email address and I'll send you. It may be going to your spam, so look at it. Be coming from Dr. Nancy Stanley. Okay. So anybody else that's not getting my emails, I've sent like one every day for the last 3 or 4 days. Let me know, and I'll try to catch you up. Because last night I sent or night before last, the keto biscuit recipe. Last night today I sent the pumpkin puree, pumpkin custard, and then tomorrow I'll be sending out this recipe. So I want to tell you, I want to tell you the 7 things to do to make your life better. All right. So the very first one, and you all can agree with this, is just be kind. Just be kind. You know, people never reject that. And the second thing is to smile more. I love to smile. What was so sad to me about COVID when I was working in the nursing home is that you couldn't see my smile, and I was working with those older people and I couldn't see theirs, and it was very, very sad to me. All right, so be kind and smile. That's number 1 and 2. Number 3 is don't ever give up. Don't give up, never. God will always make a way if it's in His will. So don't give up. Don't quit trying. Whatever the thing is that you're trying to do, whether it's to have a better marriage, whether it's to love a family member that's unlovable, or lose weight, or whatever it is, don't give up, okay? And number 4 is avoid negative situations, toxic people, and just negative thoughts. One of the things we're doing in my group now, in my challenge, is we're talking about fasting negative words, negative talk for 40 days. So those are kind of things like, well, you're stupid, or you're just an addict, or you're never going to be able to do this, or, you know, this little bit won't hurt. All the negative things, we're trying to fast those. So avoid negative situations, people, and thoughts. And I know for me, they're just people now that I can't be around because they're just negative and they're toxic. Okay, number 6 is make peace with your past. Okay, so what is in your past? And while I'm even saying this, it's going to pop into your mind things that are popping up in your mind. I know there are things for me, and I just have to make peace with that. I just have to say that is the past, and if I leave it in the past, then it is the past. But if I bring it into the present, then it becomes the present. It's no longer the past. So I like to say, don't dig in the trash because it stinks. You know, so you would never dig in the trash. So don't dig in the past unless it is you're trying to resolve something. That's one thing. But if you're just digging in there to try to figure it out, I don't know, then just stay away from it is what I would say. And then number 7 is, I think I missed one. Number 5, staying focused. You got to stay focused. I know for me that's difficult because I tend to be an SOS, shiny object syndrome. I chase after things. But I have tried to focus on, number 1, my relationship with God, and number 2, my relationship with my husband, and then with my family, and then my business. And if I can stay focused, I can get some things accomplished, all right? And then number 7 is make peace. No, I already said make peace with the past. Number 7 is take care of your body, your mind, and your spirit. And those are the 10 pillars of health. And those are going to be your sleep, your food, your meditation, your grounding, your sun, your stress levels, just confusion in your life, and all those other things, being around positive people, just all of those things are you're taking care of yourself. Yeah. So, hey Lorraine, good to see you. Okay, so thank you for joining me. All right, so I need you to share this video. There are people that need to hear this because you know I am offering a $47 course. It starts Monday. I don't have very many people signed up. I know I'm going to get some more, but I never really worry about who's going to come because I know the right people are going to be there. But I need you to share because there are friends that are on your feed that need to hear this information. So also I need to get your email if I'm not getting your email. So thank you for joining me. Tomorrow night I will not be here. I'm going with my daughter on a birthday trip with her. So this will be the last night that I'm here. But I will be popping on and putting up the link I'll put the link to the $47 course right here in this email. So I know I see several on here that have joined that course. Many of y'all have just done my whole 90-day challenge, but a few of you joined the course and actually ended up keeping on going. And now you're just really getting moving toward your goals of weight loss and learning how to eat healthy. So in the $47 in the course, in the 4 weeks, you're gonna learn. You're gonna get a lot of guides. You're gonna learn recipes. You're gonna learn how to do ketosis. You're gonna learn how to do fasting the healthy way. Okay, and you're gonna learn how to change your relationship with food. So if you're on here and you've done it, hit the love button or make a comment about that. You're going to have food move down on the priority list. And you're going to be able to fast. You're going to be able to go do 24-hour fast and not have a headache and not feel terrible. You're going to have more energy than you've ever had. And even today, I was interviewing somebody and she said in the very first week of the challenge, I think it was Sarah Lynn, and she was not healthy at all. She would tell you, she said, I began to feeling better just in the first week. And so at least do a week with me, okay? But I hope you'll do 4 weeks, and then I hope you'll just join me and let's get you healthy because nothing tastes as good as healthy feels. I'm just going to tell you. So just want to encourage you. This is the very best time to do it when you're moving into the food season. We are moving into the food season. And you know, you don't want to move into that with addiction because most people gain weight. Yeah, there's Lorraine saying, I'm feeling great now. Yeah, and you've just been with me just a few weeks and you're just doing great. I know you've lost weight, and I'm so glad you have, because you're going into surgery, and that's when you really want to be detoxed. You want to feel good, and so your body can use all of the energy that it needs to heal. And I'm the same way. I'm going into a surgery in November, and I'm going to fast. I'm going to be cleansed. I'm going to be ready for it because I want my body to heal. I want my immune system to be built up. So that's all the benefits you're going to get. All of these things you're going to get. Better sleep. You're going to feel better, less pain. Even today, one of the brand new people, I think she's been in 2 weeks, she said, I can't believe I'm waking up in the morning and my fingers don't hurt. I'm like, that's what happens when you cleanse your body. All right, so thank y'all for joining me. Yes, it's great to lose weight over the holidays. It really is, because you're going to feel better, and you're just going to notice that you're so immune to just all that food. All right. So don't y'all love my t-shirt? Sarah Lynn showed me about this t-shirt. It says, let Thanksgiving be more than a holiday. Let it be a season, or more than a season. And I want it to be every day. The first thing I do when I open my eyes in the morning is I thank God for at least 5 or 6 things, and sometimes more than that. So thank y'all for joining me. Share the video, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Have a great night.